Hey guys, welcome back. Got a real quick one today. So what we're looking at right now are these are called PV disconnects. These are for photovoltaic systems, and on one end you would have photovoltaic power coming in, and this creates between this and the inverter, it creates a switching mechanism for safety purpose. So in case God forbid something happens, or you need to maintain the system, the panels up top, or the inverter. It's a quick way to disconnect all the power coming in. Now I wanted to go over this because the hooking these things up is not as intuitive as I think as it should be. So if you notice on here, the wiring diagram is attached to the side of these modules. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's sitting on like a DIN box. But I took that out for demonstration purpose. It actually comes like this. So on the left hand side, you have your grounding bus bar. But then, your in and out ports aren't very intuitive. So for instance, one is actually connected to two, which is on this side. And whereas it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's kind of crisscrossed the connections. And I just want to bring that up because it's not very intuitive. So for our case, I'm only going to do one string for each box. So what I'll be doing is probably the number 2 setup right here. So in order to hook up the positive and negative and create a knife switch mechanism on them, I would have to go from 5, 6, and 7, 8, which means I will be making a connection from here, 5 and 6, positive lead, 7, 8, negative lead. And I'll be running that cable to an MC4 connector out these ports right here. So let me grab my MC4. While looking at this further the other day, we discovered that we have more issues. So these connectors up here, they're actually metric because I got them from Alibaba. And so I don't think they'll fit the standard connectors that I have here, which is Imperial. And as a result, because I want to be able to connect them MC4 connectors, I want to be able to put these connectors in there. And I really didn't have a good way of kind of putting them in. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take these also, I think these are M25 by 1.5. So these are threaded for metric, and I'm going to just thread them in here. And because these things have like a little, what do you call these, gland connectors, as you twist them down, a little rubber gasket kind of squeezes down on the part. So I'm going to try and this is probably not orthodox, but some sort of a hack. Yeah, something like that. So it enabled me to have a quick disconnect function for these MC4 connectors. And I don't know if you can kind of visualize that by looking at what I'm doing. That's going to look a little bit ghetto, but whatever works. I just need to be able to hold it in with enough force so it doesn't pull out. And yeah. So I'll show you the final product when we're done with it. All right, we're back. This is what it looks like. We've put the MC4 connectors into these glands and just clamped it down. So as far as the the IP rating. This is probably no longer waterproof, so if you really want to utilize this method so you have a quick disconnect, I'll be putting this sort of semi-indoor, so I don't really mind. But if you're putting it outdoor where there's a lot of water or dust, make sure to maybe put a bead of silicone or caulk around the connections to make sure it's absolutely waterproof. Now I cut this one wire a little too short, so I'm gonna wrap it with electrical tape. And if you see, this is how the setup is done. You have one line coming in here, one line coming in here. So the logic being, if you have a solar connection coming in on one side and inverters on the other, when you kill the power, you not only do you kill one leg, you cut both legs at the same time. So there's sort of redundancy, but not really. But anyway, yeah, so now for the mounting. I neglected to show you the actual functioning earlier. So the reason we put the cables this way. Alright, so we put the cables this way because this is how we wanted the disconnect to work. So as we're looking at it from the outside, because we can't see the wiring on the inside, this is how it's going to look. And logically, I'm going to put a label out here. This will be one leg, and this will be the other leg. Alright, just to prove that it works, we have our multimeter set at continuity. And if we stick it in here, as such, so right now it's off. So we turn it on, it works. So, looking at it from the outside, it's more logical. But these aren't connected this way, so. There. So yeah, in order to get to do that, you have to hook up 7 to 8 and 5 to 6. Yeah, real quick one. Hope this helps you. Good luck.